Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Brent and welcome to part 14 of the tutorial series on how to create the game Super Mario Brothers. So in this tutorial, we'll be manipulating our HUD to count down our time. As maybe you can see over here, our time is counting down. And we'll also be adding methods to manipulate our score over here. So when we break bricks and hit coins, we can increase our score. So if you're interested in checking that out, go ahead and stick with me. First things first, let's go to our HUD and we'll work on our timer here. So we're going to say public void update, and this will take in a float delta time. And what we'll say is up top, previously, a variable we haven't been using is time count. So we are going to say time count plus equals our delta time. Then we want to check if our time count is greater than or equal to 1, and that would be 1 second. If it is, what we want to do is we want to set our world timer to 1 second less. So world timer minus minus. Then what we want to do is we want to set our countdown label dot set text, and then similarly to we did up here, can get my words out straight here, we'll do a string formatter and we'll turn our world timer into text. So we'll just paste that in here, and then we'll set our time count to equal 0. Moving on to our play screen, inside the update method, we need to pass the delta time to our HUD. So HUD.update and delta time, and then let's go ahead and test it by hitting the run button. So go ahead and check this out. We have a timer that starts at 300 and will count down towards 0. For right now, it'll actually go into the negative, but eventually inside of our game logic, when the timer hits 0, the game will be over. Next, let's go ahead and inside of our HUD add a method to add to our score. So public void add score, and it'll take in an integer value of value. And then what we'll say is what keeps our score here. Our score keeps our score. So score plus equals a value. And then what is the label for our score? That's score label. We'll say score label dot set text to, we'll copy it from up here where we set our score label. Copy. Paste it in here. So this will take our score that we just increased and create the label for it, or change the label for it. Now, at the risk of bad programming practices, I'm going to go ahead and do this, but I'm going to set the add score to a static so we can reference the HUD without passing it to our brick or coin objects or anything like that. And since we do that, we also have to go ahead and up and set score to static, which I've already done, and also the score label to static. And then what we can do is inside of like our brick, we on a head hit, we can say HUD.add score 200, and it should update our HUD. Now, like I said, this probably isn't the best coding practice, but in the spirit of saving time and we have a lot to cover, we're going to take a few shortcuts. I don't think this one's that big of a deal, but I leave it up to you if you would like to change that piece of code to pass the HUD around throughout our objects. So let's go ahead and hit the run button and test it out. So running our game, when we hit a brick, you can notice that our score increases by 200, again by 200. So everything appears to be working perfectly. So the next thing we're going to talk about is changing the graphic of the tile when Mario hits a coin to the non-question mark coin tile. And so what we're going to do is go to the coin object. We're going to set a new variable, private static tile map tile set, and call this set. And then down here, we'll say set equals map dot get tile sets dot get tile set. And then if we look inside of tiled, we can see the name of our tile set is tile set underscore gutter. So we can pass that as a string to this tile set underscore gutter. So let's go ahead and refactor this set to tile set, change the name, tile set, because I just don't like that. Okay, so now we want to get the unique tile that we're looking for inside of tiled. So we want this graphic right here. It's a little hard to see, but it's basically the coin without the question mark in it. So you can right click on that and click tile properties, and you'll see that it has a unique ID of 27. Now tiled starts counting at the 0 index, and the libgdx tile set starts counting at the 1 index. So we're going to create a new variable, private final int blank coin equals, and since it starts counting at the 1 index instead of the 0 index, we're going to add 1 to that. So it was 27, and we'll make it in the tile set here 28. The last thing we have to do is inside the on head hit, we'll say get cell dot set the tile, and then we'll say we want to get from the tile set get tile with our blank coin ID. Now let's also add to the score HUD dot add score. I think in the original Mario it's 200 points as well, but just to show the difference, let's just add 100 points when he hits a coin. And let's go ahead and run. So hitting a coin, we get 100 points and the texture changes. Same deal there. Same deal there. We can still crack bricks fine. So everything is working as intended. Good job, guys. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We definitely did probably the most we've done to edit the game in this video. We changed the timer to decrease every second. We added a score mechanism to our HUD. We changed some graphics when we hit coins. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns on any of those topics, go ahead and post them below. I'm pretty good about getting back to everybody. But most importantly, if you do like this video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and share it. If you're feeling generous, check out my Patreon page. I give you 2 big thumbs up for that. I appreciate all you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.